Legalization of marijuana. Should it be legal? What is the common reaction that people evoke when the mere mention of the word marijuana is stated? Most people react with a sense of disgust or repulsiveness because of the view of the drug being a gateway of dependence to other illicit drugs and alcohol. Although some popular shows or movies have glamorized the usage of the drug, uh, we all remember the popular duo of Cheech and Chong. They use various comedic skits during their movies to show the effects of the drug and the popularity of it. Um, some of these examples of these would be Up in Smoke and the well-known episode of Hey Dave, Open Up, It's Me. Many of us during the course of growing up into adulthood have been exposed to peer pressure. Um, Peer pressure is a strong influence. Um, we tend to want to experiment with smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, and trying marijuana just to be accepted amongst our peers, like to be hip or cool amongst our friends. One reason for the opposition of legalization because of its potential of abuse. So, just what exactly is marijuana? How does it affect the body? And what are some of its uses? Well, marijuana is known as cannabis sativa, which is the scientific name for the drug. The plant is generally grown like into like a shrub of bush with green leafy shrub of bush, and when it reaches its maturity, the plant produces flowers which form buds, and the buds are generally ground up, rolled into tiny cigarettes known as joints or blunts, and they are smoked to get a euphoric high or buzz. Another alternate way of using the drug would be to like soak it in like a solvent, and the uh, the plant is then boiled down and to produce a sticky oil or black liquid, and this liquid is then smoked into like pipes or water pipes or bones, and it produces a more intense high. The earliest known existence of the drug dates back into the year of 7,000 to 8,000 BC. Back then, the drug was pretty much considered legal because it was like uh, viewed as a valuable agricultural crop. It was used to produce clothing, manufacture roping, incense, fragrances, or as food additives, and so forth. Marijuana affects people in different ways. It some people experience like a alteration of perceptual thinking. They have like a coordination problems. Some experience memory difficulties or lapse in learning. Marijuana is not any more dangerous than tobacco products, alcohol, or caffeine. Most users of the drug never really adapt to more illicit, abusive drugs. The drug is not physically addictive, um, as the nicotine found in tobacco or the alcoholic beverages or either cocaine or heroin. Um, Marijuana has many is an effective treatment option. It is used to like treat various illnesses such as cancer or to help prevent and ease pain, nausea, and so forth associated with like HIV or other illnesses. There's no uh, evidence that really contributes to the increase of traffic-related accidents or fatalities with the drug. So now that we have covered the history and usage and the benefits of the drug, let's move on to the reasons for it being illegal. Well, during the early 1900s, the Mexican Revolution, Mexican Americans uh, smoked the drug, used it pretty heavily, and they carried it over into our borders, which is one of the reasons why the government passed laws to try to control the what will come into our borders. Um, in 1913, California is one of the first states to pass prohibition laws, and later on in 1919, alcohol and prohibition laws were passed in order to like put more restrictions on the sale of the drug so that it wouldn't fall into the wrongful hands. The taxation that is resultant from the passage of this law in 1919, um, like I said, kept the drugs out of the hands of the youth, and it, it allowed for enforcement agencies to concentrate more on the protection of the people. This leads to the issue of legalizing marijuana. And the initial fears of the legalization was that it would spark an increase in violent crime rate. Well, in December 6, 2013, Colorado and Washington voted to pass a legalization of marijuana. In the city of Denver, since the legalization has been passed, the city has experienced a slight decrease in crime rate in three of the major crime categories: homicides, sexual assaults, robberies, all showed a decrease. The only category that really showed an increase would be aggravated assault, and it was a slight increase of 2.2%. Um, since since Colorado passed a legalization, the revenue, state's revenue has improved. In fact, the passage of marijuana legalization uh, generated a $90 million uh, tax uh, cash revenue, and from the sale of recreational marijuana. And as a result, the taxation involved of legalizing it produced a $35 million budget or increasing budget. The taxation of drug, like I said, kept the use of the drug, wrongful use of the drug out of the hands of youth population, and and allowed law enforcement officials to concentrate more on protecting the people, um, preventing property damage related crimes, and so forth. In summarization, uh, marijuana, if used properly, is beneficial. Medical marijuana, like I said, is can be used to ease pain, nausea, and prevent or ease the complications associated with many diseases. And the it also is used like for like to manufacture clothing, rope and materials, make fragrant incenses, um, can be used as made into herbal tea or used as food additives. It can also be made into many skincare products and beauty aids. Uh, this is made from the hemp plant, the oil that is produced from the hemp plant, hemp seed oil. So the question is it harmful or is it beneficial? Um, what do you think?